Skating is a fantastic sport, but very often to a lot of people it can cause uncomfortable knee pain. 3 reasons why you might feel that. In this video, I'm gonna explain those and I'm gonna help you solve them. Let's go. Skating technique and skating form, the position is essential. Skating is fantastic in the way that, unlike say running, there's very little impact, there's no hammering into the ground, you don't have those bounces. But it can still be uncomfortable if your skating position isn't correct. Obviously, we're down in this position, it does gonna put a lot of strain here on the knees. So one thing you want to is get your knees out over the toes. This is what we consider correct, perfect skating position. If it's here, you can't absorb that and it's gonna go straight to the kneecaps, where if here, you can bounce, you can almost let it hang there. So it's just gonna be soft on the joints if you have another link, using the ankles as well, to absorb that stress that comes down. Also in terms of skating, you don't wanna jump from leg to leg. You often see uncontrolled skaters. If you're good at skating, it should be very, very smooth. You simply just place it under your center of gravity, as you saw me do in the intro, and then it takes over. There shouldn't be any falling or jumping. And that leads me to my final point. Even though we think of it like it's hard for the knees to be down here in that 90-degree knee bend, it is a lot easier if, say, there are stones or rocks on the road and stuff happens, to be able to take off in that position, because you're so much more agile. When you're down here, you can be a rock, it's easy to catch, it's not gonna be that sudden dunk into the asphalt. So skating technique in terms of position, super crucial. The same goes, if your ankles are weak, your knees will cave in here, that's gonna demand a lot of strain to keep them up solid here. So therefore, if you skate a little like this, maybe try and maintain it straight here. You can do some exercises with elastic bands on your shoes to stabilize there, but make sure the knee is always on top, right in between the hip and the feet. Another reason you could overcompensate with the knees is if your upper body is flying out of position. So have a stable, a solid core. That way you don't have to compensate for anything. You simply just push straight down when you're out skating.
孟吉诺每日分享轮滑资讯，记得关注我哦。